Hey, how's it going YouTube? I'm back in the video, and today I'm talking about are the New Orleans Pelicans the next super team? Now, this is usually a series I do for every single team in the NBA and go to their biggest strengths and say how they could potentially be really good next season. But with the season coming up so much quicker than it usually does and the offseason being so much shorter than it usually is, I'm not going to really have that opportunity. So I'm going to be going through the most intriguing teams, and I always start this series off with the New Orleans Pelicans because they are my favorite team and I am from New Orleans. So really, it just kind of works out, and the Pelicans are always the team I start this series off with. But then if you have any teams you want to see me make this type of video on, comment that below. And also, y'all been showing tons of support lately on all the videos, and I cannot thank y'all enough. So if you do like the video, hit the like button and subscribe button. It absolutely helps me so much, and I cannot thank y'all enough for what y'all have been doing. So yeah, if you like the video, like button and subscribe button. But without further ado, without rambling on too much, let's get right into this video. So my first reason for this video is going to be that I think they're going to improve drastically defensively under Steph Van Gundy and other things as well. Because I mean, look at this. Last year the Pelicans gave up the third most points per game and the second most points per game in the paint. And now they also did lose Jrue Holiday, who's a multi-time defensive player of the year and one of the best defensive perimeter guards in the entire NBA. Well, Eric Bledsoe is also a two-time defensive team, so you're not losing too much defense from those two guys. So their guards should still be a great defensive duo because Lonzo Ball is an extremely high basketball IQ defender, very strong, very athletic defender, and can be very, very good. And alongside Bledsoe, that should still be a very scary defensive duo. That's not where the problems really come in. The problems really come in with the back three that I'm about to mention. Brandon Ingram last year even verbally said that he could be a better defender. Although he isn't an awful defender, he's still not a great defender either, or even a good defender. He's average at best. So I mean, he even expressed interest in wanting to improve his defensive skill throughout this offseason. He has all the tools to do it. He has the length, athleticism, speed. He could be a great defender in the league if he really put all the work in. So I mean, with that being said, if Ingram really does develop the defensive game, that could help them a ton because that could form a trio of very good defenders. And another person who has all the tools that could be a great defender is Zion Williamson. Zion's very fast, very quick, extremely strong. I mean, very athletic, can shot block, can do everything pretty much if he really put his mind to. So if he loses some weight, gets more nimble, Zion can legitimately be an absolute force defensively, and we have seen him already lost weight during the offseason. So there is no question to me that he is dedicated to getting better, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if we see even better defensive Zion. Because Zion last year, although he was great offensively, was a complete liability on the defensive end. Now, yes, it was worth it because of how much he was giving you offensively, but if he can get to the point to where he's at least a competent defender, then Zion automatically becomes a top 15 player in the NBA. So, I mean, Zion, if he got better defensively, which he can get better defensively, it's not like he's just a bad defender because of his height and everything. No, he can legitimately be one of the best defenders in the NBA if he gets fully healthy and gets a little bit more smart on defense, which is going to come over time. So I think for sure Zion can do that. And then another thing that helped them a ton is that they were able to add Steven Adams. And now Steven Adams, I mean, he's one of the strongest big men in the entire NBA, and I don't know if you know this, Zion Williamson is probably the strongest power forward in the NBA, as there's literally a video of him just ripping the ball out of Giannis's hand. And so, I mean, with them two together, that is going to be a very scary, very strong duo in the paint, and it's going to be almost impossible to bully them and almost impossible to just score on them trying to back them down. So traditional big men are going to struggle a ton against this backcourt. Now, I mean, yes, spacing might matter, but I mean, they're pretty much taking the Milwaukee Bucks approach. You're going to have to beat them by three-pointers, which is the least percentage make shot. So with that being said, I think for sure this defense has all the potential to be great and all the potential to improve. And under Van Gundy, I have all the confidence that this defense is going to improve. And defensively, this was the worst part of their game last year. Their offense was average, maybe a little bit above average, but their defense was just completely awful. So like, you just can't even compare that. So maybe if they can keep this fast pace plus some defense and some rebounding with Steven Adams, I think for sure this team has potential to be very, very good and very much improved on the defensive end from last year. My second reason is going to be that they filled two major holes. Obviously, the first one being the defense, which is what I just acknowledged, but another huge hole that they filled was their rebounding issue. As I mean, gave up the 14th most offensive rebounds per game and gave up the 9th most total rebounds per game in the entire NBA. And I mean, if you watch them, you know that rebounds at times completely lost us games. Like, we are a very incompetent rebounding team for the past 2 years. And if you're a Pelicans fan that watches every game, you would know that rebounding and giving up crucial offensive rebounds have literally cost us games. I mean, just look at the playoffs a few years ago when Anthony Davis was still on the team. We stopped Steph Curry, the Warriors get a rebound, boom, Steph Curry gets another shot, buzzer beater, they win, we're out of the playoffs pretty much after we go down 3-0. So rebounding has hurt this team for years now. So I think for sure adding Steven Adams is going to help the front court with rebounding an absolute ton, as Steven Adams last year was ranked the 4th best offensive rebounder in the entire NBA, last year averaging 3.3 offensive rebounds per game, and Zion, who also averaged 3 offensive rebounds per game, and the small sample size that we actually did get to see him. So I mean, with that being said, he has showed flashes of being one of the best defenders in the NBA as well. So them two together, Steven Adams and Zion, should help a ton. And Lonzo Ball is a big guard for his size, he can get boards. Brandon Ingram can get boards. The only one that really won't get rebounds consistently is probably whoever the shooting guard is, Eric Bledsoe or JJ Redick. They don't really rebound much, but still, when 4 out of your 5 guys could be good rebounders, your team should not be losing games to their incompetence of rebounding. So I think for sure adding Steven Adams as just a veteran presence and overall helping rebound and playing wise is going to help a ton, and it might even win us games if we're able to just secure the rebound at crucial times. And now my last reason for his video is going to be that their chemistry is slowly but surely building. Now, yes, they brought in new guys like Van Gundy, Kira Lewis, Steven Adams, Eric Bledsoe. They lost Drew Holiday. That's a lot of losses and a lot of new guys to bring in, but this is the main core's second year playing. Zion, Ingram, Lonzo Ball, Jackson Hayes, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, plus some other guys like JJ Redick. This is all their second years playing together, and it is not their first year playing together under this Pelicans team. So with them maybe having a little bit more normalcy with each other and a little bit more of a connection and chemistry, they might be able to start the season off hot. Because as we saw in the beginning of last season, the chemistry wasn't there, Zion wasn't healthy, and the team looked awful in the beginning. I think we were 1-15 at one point. Like, it was awful, and that pretty much put us in a hole that we were never able to climb out of, no matter how good we played throughout the rest of the regular season. So maybe we can get off to a quicker start because the chemistry is already there a little bit. Maybe we can get off to a better start, and maybe we can really try to get this thing going and be legit playoff contenders, and we won't shoot ourselves in the foot in the beginning of the season like we did last year. So yeah, but unfortunately, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. So comment below, do you agree with me? Do you think the Pelicans will be the next super team? Comment what team you want to see me do next. I want to know your thoughts in the comment section below. And like I said, if you did like the video at any point, hit the like button and subscribe button. It means the world to me and it helps me out so much. And I can just not thank y'all enough for showing all the support y'all been doing. All glory to God. Hope you have a blessed day. Have a blessed day. So you need to have a blessed day. See you in the next video. Goodbye. Boo. Blah.